Hi everybody! Today we're going to be learning how to make burlap wreath frames. The first thing that you will need is your wire wreath frame. This we purchased from the dollar store. Next you will need your burlap. This is 5.5 inches by 30 feet or 10 yards. You will also need a pair of scissors. And finally you will need a few safety pins. So let's get started. To start, you're going to unwrap a little bit of your burlap and we're going to fold it into quarters. First you want to fold it in half and then you want to fold it in half again so that it looks like this. Next you're going to need one safety pin. You can go ahead and set the other safety pins aside for now. We'll be using them towards the end. To start, you're going to put it in the innermost ring. You're going to put it up from the bottom and then you're going to fold it over and secure it with your safety pin. Now let's get started. So the wire frame has 3 rings, an inner ring, a middle ring, and an outer ring. We're going to start by first pushing the burlap through the innermost ring. Once you've done that, you're going to move along to the middle ring. Push some burlap up again and pull it through with your hands. Once you've done that, do the same in the outermost ring. And this is what it should look like. Go ahead and make sure that the burlap is about even through each ring. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab it with your hand and smush it together. And then you're going to flip the frame over. And now we are going to do our twists. Get yourself a little bit of extra burlap, hold it tightly, and you're going to twist it twice. Twist it once and secure it with your finger. Twist it again and secure it with your other finger. At this point, you're going to flip the wire frame back over while still holding that twist to ensure that it stays tight. And then you're going to repeat this process through the through the innermost ring first. Pull your burlap through, followed by the middle ring, and then the outer ring. So push your burlap through the middle ring again, and then now push it through the outer ring. Once that's happened, evenly distribute your burlap as best as you can. Take your hands, smush it over, and then we're going to repeat the process of flipping it over and doing your 2 twists. So the first twist, hold down tight with your finger, and then do the next twist. And then we will flip it back over and repeat this process one more time on this section. We'll start from the inner ring, push your burlap through, go to the middle ring again, and finally through the outer ring. At this point, you won't really need to smush your burlap down because as you can see, you've completed one section of the wreath. So go ahead and flip it back over and do your 2 twists again as you have been doing so far. Do your first twist and secure it with your thumb, and then do your next twist. As you can see, you've completed a section. Now we're going to continue this process through the rest of the sections. You'll start with the innermost ring, put your burlap through, and work your way out through the middle and the outer ring. You'll smush it down, flip it over, do your 2 twists, and then repeat. You will do 3 sets of burlap in each section and continue on until we get to the end of the wreath. And now you can see we're getting to our very final twist and set of burlap. So for the last set, you are going to just continue to do what you've done. Put it in through the innermost ring, the middle ring, and the outer ring. And then at this point, what you want to do is take a minute to kind of fluff your wreath out as you go to make sure that the burlap is evenly distributed. And it's really okay if you have a smaller section of burlap than you have in the rest of the wreath, because that is a section that you could choose to decorate. So finally pull the rest of the burlap through the wreath, and then what you want to do is you want to fold it down just like we did in the beginning, and you want to secure it with a safety pin. This may take more than one safety pin depending on how your burlap has come, and it's okay if some of your burlap falls out. It just means that some of your twists weren't as secure as possible. So go ahead and secure down the end of your burlap, and what you can do after you've secured that down, if you do have any twists that have come out, is to just go back to that section and re-put your burlap in. And in the event that you cannot do the twists like you normally would have, use the rest of the safety pins that you have on hand to secure the burlap down. And as you can see at the ends, what you want to do is you want to take the rest of the burlap and fluff it out. And again, if you have one section that's a little thinner than the other, don't worry about it. You can use that particular section to add additional decorations onto your wreath, which will then also still make your wreath pull out. At this point, you can also take those extra safety pins that you have and secure the back if you have any pieces that are threatening to come out. And voila, there you have it. Now it's time to decorate.